Elena Visa, I haven't seen you around before. Where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Okay.
Yes, and my name is just Elena.
Elena.
Uh, yes, Elena. It's all right.
Perfect. That's easier for me too. Um,
Yes.
all right. And so, Elena, what do you like to do in your free time? What do you do for fun?
A lot of things. I don't know. I love reading.
Nice.
I used to go out a lot with my friends for a drink, but now I frequently prefer to stay home, or reading or watching. I don't know. I love short films, for example, so
Okay.
I like to see them.
Nice. Short films. Really cool.
Yes.
Um, and Carlos, welcome to class as well. Carlos, how's it going?
Hi, Carlos. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Nice. Good to hear.
Yeah.
And Carlos, what did you do today?
I'm in my home, staying at home. Just stay at home with my wife.
Okay. Nice. Staying at home with your wife.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans for the day?
Now for today, I don't have plans. Maybe study English? It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And Adela, welcome to class as well. Adela, how's it going?
Fine, thanks. Thanks for asking.
Nice. And Adela, what's your day been like?
Um, Today I'm in Madrid. I go out my home,
Okay, so
and yes, I'm going to the theater in Madrid in 2 hours.
nice. That's awesome. What are you gonna see?
It's a Spanish, a Spanish comedy.
Okay.
I think it's local. You don't know. The
Okay.
title is Silly, Idiota, stupid.
Yeah.
The,
Idiot.
the idiot is the dinner of the stupids or
Oh
stupid
yeah.
dinner.
I have heard of that. They made it into a movie, I think. It's funny, one of my friends from Argentina was just telling me about that.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, I forget what it's called. It's como cena para las, o cena de idiotas, something like that.
La cena de los idiotas, yes.
Yeah. Um, cool. Julieta, welcome to class too. Julieta, how are you doing?
I'm doing bad, thanks.
You're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I didn't know if you said well or bad. Um,
No, well.
okay, good. And so, yeah, what have you done today? What's your day been like?
No, I just went to the hairdresser and I cut my hair.
Okay, so you went to the hairdresser and you cut your hair. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Yeah.
pleased with how it came out?
What?
Are you pleased with how it came out? Did it come out well?
Yes.
All right, nice. That's good. Good to hear. All right, and let's get started with today's class. So we're going to be talking about Benedict Arnold a little bit. And so let's start with Wellington. Can you read the title and the next lines? Wellington, are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Do you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you read the title and the next lines?
No, I don't see the sorry. Let me change it. Okay, let's see.
Can anybody
Okay.
else? Okay.
Okay, now I see. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
History, history. Benedict Arnold. Um, Today we will learn new vocabulary. Um,
Yeah, go
the
through the rest.
the screen erase again.
the screen erased again?
Yeah,
Maybe if you click on my name.
yeah. I
Yeah.
clicked, but it disappeared from my.
Goliath or Julieta or Elena, can any of you guys see the screen, or has it disappeared as well?
No,
Yes,
no,
I
I
can.
can see.
I can see it.
Yes, me too.
I see the screen.
All right. I'm not sure, Wellington. It might be. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe try leaving and coming back to class. That might work.
Yeah,
Or you
Yes.
can share the screen from the green button. Because,
yeah.
I see. I can read. I see the.
Okay. Yeah,
the screen.
Elena, can you read the? Can you read this
Story.
page?
Yes, story Benedict Arnold. Today we will learn new vocabulary. We will learn new vocabulary. Learn about Benedict Arnold's treason. Discuss the American Revolution. Discuss the idea of betrayal.
Good. Can you repeat history?
History.
Yeah, history. Okay. And yeah, I think that's good. Let's go on to the next page. And let's have Wellington. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Warm-up discussion. What do you know about the American Revolution?
Good. Goliath, can you answer?
well, I know that there was a colony, 12 colonies, I don't remember, in the east coast of now it's United States. And the colonies, 13, yeah, they gathered to claim their independence from the royal British occupation or British kingdom, and they fought against the British Army.
Yeah. Against the British. Yeah, that was good. That's pretty solid. Yeah, and the 13 original colonies. Okay. Yeah, awesome. And does anybody else have anything to add? Okay, Goliath, can you ask Julieta the next question?
Okay, do you have any infamous, well-known for a bad quality or deed figures in your country?
We have had the I don't. It's infamous because he okay. There is a traitor that he is called Badoglio, and he traded Mussolini because he put him in jail, and he was friends of him.
Okay.
Sorry, what was his name, this guy?
Badoglio.
Adolio. Okay.
Badoglio. Like that? Badoglio?
Mhm.
Maybe? We'd say he
He
betrayed.
betrayed. Okay.
Yeah, so he betrayed Mussolini by putting him in jail, and he was friends with him?
hmm
Okay, yeah. So I guess that would be kind of infamous. What happened to Badoglio after?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, I guess that's good. Um, okay, good. Maybe Frango, welcome to class. Frango, how are you? Franco, are you there? All right. Elena, what about you? Do you have any infamous figures in your country?
I guess so, but I can't think of anyone right now. Um, I don't know, perhaps Adela may help me.
I think about in Independence War in 1808, no, maybe the May, the 2nd to the May of the May. Maybe in Napoleonic War, I think they are people are traitor, but maybe I don't know exactly what is the problem, but I think they are traitors because people aid to the French army, I think, but I don't know.
Okay, so the people who aided the French army um, in the War of the Independence. Okay,
Yes.
nice. That's good. Okay, really solid. Does anybody have any questions or comments on this page?
What what does it mean, deed?
Deed. A deed is like an action. Action. And we would ask, what does
Deed
deed
means
mean?
mean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So does takes the third person. So that's why that has the S, and mean is just what does deed mean? Okay. And any other questions here? Okay. Let's look at some of these words. Frengo, are you there? All right. So let's have Elena. Can you read the title and the directions?
Okay. Vocabulary. Read the words and ask about words you don't know. Traitor.
Let's look at vocabulary. Can you repeat vocabulary?
Vocabulary.
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 Good. And yeah, can you read the words, Elena?
Okay. Traitor. Rebellion. Commission. Defect. Obtain. Merchant. In debt. Beta. Scheme.
Good. Indebted.
Indebted. No, sorry. In
Indebted.
indebted.
Close. Indebted.
Indebted.
Yeah, indebted. Okay. And any questions about any of these words?
Indebted. I don't know. Without a context, I can't figure what it means.
That's okay. What's indebted mean? Does anybody know?
That's from debts. This we're liberated from debts.
Not liberated from debts. It's owing money to someone or something would be indebted. So if you're indebted, you just owe money.
They must
Or
pay.
favors. So owe money or other things to someone or something. Any other questions? Okay. What about Carlos? What's a commission?
Uh, I don't know exactly in that context what does commissions means, because normally I was thinking that there is a part of money you can earn selling one thing,
Hmm.
a percentage of money you can earn selling one thing.
That's good. So definitely like a sales commission. It's a percentage of money that you get for selling something.
Yeah.
In this case, it's a little bit different. So like a military commission or yeah, what's a commission? Does anybody else have any other ideas?
A lot, a lot of people gather.
Okay, so like a committee or a not although yeah,
It's like it's like people that are together and they represent something. They find something. They
yeah,
Maybe it's a job. You design a people or a person to do it.
yeah, so it'd be like a job. It could be an order as well, or a task. So I think that's what we're talking about here. Um, so commission given to a person or group of people would be a commission. Um, but it can also be like a group of people, like you were talking about, charged with a particular function. Um, so there are actually a number of different definitions to commission. So you were right there. Definitely the percentage of money that you get when you sell something, but it's also something that like confers rank in the army. So if we're talking about an army position, um, shoot, it would be just like a rank or a position. So in this case, it's like a job, a duty, or a position in the army is what we're talking about. So it's a tricky word because there are quite a few definitions to that word. Does anybody have any questions there? Any questions?
no.
Okay. What does bitter mean, Wellington? What's bitter mean?
Bitter is a tasty. It's a tasty. It's like the taste of the lemon.
Okay. So definitely it's a taste. What if we're talking about an emotion? What would it be if you're bitter?
About emotion,
Mm-hmm.
something that bring us uh, dislike, dislike, uncomfortable, something uncomfortable,
Okay.
uh,
Remember uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. Yes,
Close. It sounds like uncomfortable.
uncomfort,
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable,
Nope. So you're saying uncomfortable. We want to say uncomfortable.
uncomfortable,
Nope. So
uncomfortable,
uncomfortable. Yeah. So
uncom.
this part of the word is kind of ignored.
Okay,
So
un,
we just say one more
un,
time.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, uncomfortable. Good. It's a little bit more than uncomfortable. Can anybody else add to this? What else does bitter mean?
Like sour?
Like sour. Kind of angry.
And sad maybe or upset.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of all of those. It's like kind of angry and sad and upset would be bitter. Um, yeah, perfect. And okay, yeah, I think we're good. Maybe last one, Goliath. What's it mean to defect?
Defect is kind of anomaly.
Ooh, yeah. So, anomaly or a problem with something. We'd be talking about something a little bit different. So we'd be talking about the verb to defect. You're talking about the noun a defect?
To create a problem.
Not quite. Does anybody know?
To abandon.
Desert. Okay.
Yeah. So to desert or to abandoned.
Abandon the army. Okay.
Yeah. And it's pronounced defect
Stray.
instead of defect.
Defect. So you
Yeah.
can be executed if you defect the army.
You can be executed, yeah, and definitely depends on the army, but in a lot of armies you can be executed. Actually, I think that a lot of
I mean,
what?
in the old time.
Yeah, actually, just recently in Nigeria, a lot of soldiers were just executed because they refused to fight against a terrorist group, which is really kind of interesting. Good. Any other questions here? So some new words. Any other questions? All right. Let's go on to the next page, and let's try and start with. I think we're on Julieta. Can you try the first sentence?
Their rebellion was only partially successful. A new country was formed, but the colonial government elected the new leader.
Good. Perfect. Really nice job. Good pronunciation too. And Elena, what about the next one?
Merchant usually buy and sell goods.
Yeah, merchants. We'd want to make it plural, such as a small
Yes.
change, because
Yes.
it's usually. All right. What about the next one, Carlos?
Maybe it could be the traitor was brought to life by a bitter conspirator who who oh, sorry, I can't.
Okay. So we'd want to use a verb.
All right.
So which ones are verbs?
To indebted.
Not quite. So that's not a verb. I am indebted to you. So we need to find a word that can start with to.
To bitter or to shame?
Nope.
No, it's not bitter. To shame.
Not to
So,
scheme either.
to obtain. To obtain.
Not quite. Does anybody have any ideas for this? Can anybody help them out?
Defected.
Defected.
Yeah, defected. Can you repeat that sentence, Carlos? And actually, so this word works. There's another word that would work as well. What's another word? Can anybody help out with another word that would work here?
Scheme.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Carlos, can you read that?
Yeah, the scene was brought to light by a bitter conspirator who defected.
Yeah. Can you repeat conspirator?
Conspirator.
Okay. And can you repeat defected?
Defected.
Good.
Defected.
Nice. Frango, if you keep muting people, I'm gonna have to kick you out of class. Are you there, Frango? Okay. Um, all right. Well, yeah. So just speak up if you're there, if you want to participate. But your microphone is muted. Try to unmute that if you can. But yeah, you got to stop muting people. Okay. And Adela, can you try the next sentence?
The man only became a traitor, I think. That is used in the other.
Yeah. So remember we had scheme.
Okay. When he found out how terrible merchant he was.
How terribly.
Terribly merchant he was.
Not merchant.
Sorry. In debt.
Yeah, indebted.
Indebted. Indebted. Indebted.
So yeah, we're just using an adverb to describe an adjective. You're indebted. Can you read the whole sentence, Adela?
The man only became a traitor when he found out how terribly indebted he was. It was the only way he could earn back the money.
Good. Nice job. And Wellington, what about the next sentence?
If you want to if you want to one minute, please. If you want to obtain a good if you want to obtain a good commission with the army,
Good.
it helps to be a loyal and smart.
Good. And can you read that sentence one more time? Maybe speak up a little bit.
Yeah. If you want to obtain a good commission with the army, it helps to be loyal and smart.
Okay, good. Nice job. If you want to obtain a good commission with the army, it helps to be loyal and smart. And nice. Does anybody have any questions here on this page?
No.
Okay. And you guys did a really good job. Just Wellington, if you can, just try to speak a little bit louder. It's hard to hear you. I'm not sure why.
Okay.
Let's do some reading. Let's start with Goliath. Can you read the title and this first paragraph?
Okay. Reading Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold was a general leader in the American Revolutionary War, who originally fought for the American Continental Army but defected to the British Army. While a general on the American side, he obtained command of the fortifications of West Point, New York, overlooking the cliffs at the Hudson River, upriver from British-occupied New York City, and planned to surrender it to the British forces after the plan was exposed in September 1780. He was commissioned into the British Army as a brigadier general.
Yeah, Brigadier General. Can you repeat Brigadier?
Brigadier General.
Good. You did a really good job with your pronunciation. Good job with your ED endings. Planned, exposed, obtained. Did a perfect job there. So nice work, Goliath. Let's have Julieta. Can you read the next paragraph?
Born in Connecticut, Arnold was a merchant operating ships on the Atlantic Ocean. When the war broke out in 1775, after joining the growing army outside Boston, he relinquished himself through acts of intelligence and bravery.
Good. Can you repeat distinguished?
Distinguished.
Good. And bravery.
Bravery.
Good. Bravery. Really nice job. Does anybody have any questions here on this page?
Just one comment about brigadier is a French word. I think it's a borrowed one. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the things about English is we have a lot of borrowed words. Um, Good. Yeah, definitely, probably a French word, um, or it is a French word. Any other questions or comments? Okay, let's start. Anita, can you start reading this paragraph? Julieta, can you read the beginning of this paragraph?
I'm sorry. Despite Arnold's successes, he was passed over for promotion by the Constituent Congress, while other officials claimed credit for some of his accomplishments. Adversaries in military and political circles brought changes of corruption or other malfeasance, but most often he was acquitted in informal inquiries.
Good. Really good. I saw some really good job with malfeasance. Malfeasance, you could say probably either. Um, yeah, that was really good. Continental.
Continental.
And officers.
Officers.
Good. And adversaries.
Adversaries.
Charges.
Charges.
Acquitted.
Acquitted.
And inquiries.
Inquiries.
Nice. Okay. Really nice. Nicely done. And let's have Elena. Can you read the next part?
Congress investigated his accounts and found he was in debt to Congress after spending much of his own money on the war effort. Frustrated and bitter at this, as well the alliance with France and failure of Congress to accept Britain's 1778 proposal to grant full self-governance in the colonies, Arnold decided to change sides and opened secret negotiations with the British.
One more.
In July 1780, was given command of the fort at West Point.
Yeah, and there should be a he. Sorry.
Okay.
Really good though. Indebted. Can you repeat indebted?
No. Indebted.
Yeah.
Oh, it's difficult. I don't know why. Indebted.
Yeah, indebted. Indebted. And alliance.
What's the word?
Alliance.
Alliance. But okay. Alliance.
Yeah.
Alliance.
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 Yeah. And maybe alliance. Okay. And let's have Carlos. Can you read the end of this paragraph?
Okay. Arnold seems to surrender the fort of the British war exposed when American force captured British Major John Andre carrying papers that revealed the plot upon learning of Andre's capture. Arnold fled down the Hudson River to the British warship Vulture, narrowly avoiding capture by the force of George Washington, who had been alerted to the plot.
Good. Okay,
Oh,
nice job.
so difficult for me.
Yeah, there are a couple difficult words too, especially with those ed endings. Let's look at exposed. Exposed.
Expose.
Yeah, exposed. Exposed. It's in the chat box
Expose.
too.
Sorry, I can't see the chat box. It's not working for me.
Okay, if you look on the screen, if there are applications on the left side, usually at the top there's a blue box with a white background that says chat.
Export. Pause.
Exposed. Exposed.
Expose.
Yeah. And then captured. Captured.
Capture.
So captured. Captured.
Capture.
D. Make sure you get that D at the end. Captured.
Captured.
Yeah. Captured. Good. And revealed. Revealed.
Revealed.
Good. We'd say Hudson.
Hudson.
And vulture.
Volter.
Chur. Chur.
Volter.
Good. Narrowly.
Narrowly.
Yeah, narrowly. Narrowly. And forces.
Forces.
Good. Okay. Really good. And does anybody have any questions on this page? There's a lot of big words. Any questions here?
Mr. George Washington became president
Yes.
because he discovered the scheme, the plot.
No, he was just a really good general, pretty much.
Okay.
So everybody's like, yeah, we trust that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was a general in the war. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. And let's go on to the next page. Let's have Carlos. Can you ask Wellington the first question?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Wellington, why did Benedict Arnold switch sides in the Revolutionary War?
Because they lost some accomplishments that they lose some accomplishments that they achieve because the government the government the representatives of the government the, I'm not sure, but the minute his adversaries began asking about her manners, her ways, and they discover he had that he had debts.
Yeah.
Debts.
Yeah, so his adversaries began asking about his his ways. Yeah, they had about what he was doing, so, whether he was corrupt
Yes,
or
corruptions or malfeasance.
yeah.
Malfeasances.
Yeah, so begin asking about his integrity, maybe.
Yeah.
And they discovered that he was indebted to Congress. Yeah, and I guess that's good. Anything else?
Mm, I don't remember. West which it counts. I spent much money in war for state bitter well, thanks to the subject. Okay, for studying bitter, he's yeah. After this, they decided negotiate with the Briton.
Yeah.
After the asks, he decide negotiate begin the negotiation with the British.
Okay, so he decided to begin negotiating with the British after this.
Yeah.
Okay, British. Good. Okay. And let's have Wellington. Can you ask Goliath the next question?
Yeah. Was Benedict Arnold in good standing with the military before his defection? Explain.
I think Benedict Arnold was in a good position with the military because he gave, I think, his money, the majority money, to the war effort.
Okay. I think that's solid. Good. Is there anything else that you'd like to say there?
I don't remember.
No, it's okay.
Maybe if you show the text again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's this is the main idea.
Yeah, I think that he was pretty good. He was indebted to Congress after he spent a lot of his money on the war effort. So it's like the government was saying like, you still owe us money even though he spent a lot of money on the war. So that's part of the reason why he was mad. But I think, yeah, in general, he was in pretty good standing before he defected. Goliath, can you ask Juliet the next question?
Okay, Juliet, what was Benedict Arnold plotting to do?
He was thinking to surrender the West Point to British Army. Surrender West Point.
Okay, good. What happened?
The Major General Andre something was discovered with the scheme, and so he had to escape, and he went to the British part of the river.
Yeah.
On a ship, Vulture.
Yeah, actually, he fled to the ship, Vulture.
Okay.
Which, it's a small... Yeah, he fled to the British ship, Vulture. Yeah, really nice job. And so was he ever caught, Giulietta?
No, never.
Nice. Yeah, good. Okay, any other questions before we move on? Okay. And Giulietta, can you read this first sentence and ask Elena the question? We already kind of asked Elena that question. Maybe can you ask Carlos that question?
Because of the way he changed sides, Benedict Arnold's name quickly became a byword in the United States for treason or betrayal. Is there anyone in your country's history famous for betrayal? Who? What happened?
Carlos, can you answer?
Sorry, I didn't know exactly what kind of person are you talking about in my country, but could be someone in the French Revolution here in Spain when Napoleon became to our country, and some people was fighting to then to take off of the country the people.
And some people were fighting for what?
We're fighting to take off the French people in our country. To take off. No, sorry, I don't know the French verb to use that here.
To support?
To support, no, to go out, to take away, no?
To push out or remove?
Remove, maybe remove or push out.
Like to step down?
No, I don't know the first verb of the idiom here.
Okay, so Napoleon came to the country and people were fighting to remove the French from the country.
Yes.
Would those be the people famous for betrayal? Would they be the betrayers?
Maybe, but I don't know the name.
Okay. All right, I'm not exactly sure. Good grammar, though, so that's a solid sentence. All right. What about you, Wellington? Is there any famous people or infamous people in your country?
The politicians.
Yeah, just in general, politicians in Brazil.
The politicians are infamous. But you know, there is a person that was betrayed by the others, and we call him of Tiradentes, because he was Tiradentes is a medical dentary. I don't know in English. A medical of teeth. We call him of Tiradentes. He was betrayed by the other militaries.
The other personnel.
Yes, military personnel.
Okay. Yeah.
This occur in the revolution to the Brazil's independence.
Okay. Brazil's independence.
Yeah.
And can you type his name in the chat box, Wellington?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to learn a little bit more about him.
Okay.
Okay. And Goliath, do you think it's okay to betray somebody who trusts you if you believe you're doing the right thing? Why or why not?
It's hard to say, because when someone is betraying someone is for money or for power, or I don't know, he's corrupted. But if you turn against him to save the country, I don't know, it's like this coup d'etat of Hitler in '44. So there's some generals who wanted to save or to stop the war, and they plotted against Hitler. And if you call this betrayal, I don't know. He betrayed them, but they want to save their country, like a good motivation. It's hard to
Nice.
say.
Yeah, it's definitely a really it's a moral quandary. Um, yeah, but I think it's a good point. So definitely the people who are trying to eliminate Hitler, they were trying to save their country. It, I don't think anybody would ever say that they were doing something wrong. So yeah, they were still acting treasonously. They were betraying somebody, but yeah, I think that would be a good betrayal. What about you? What do you think, Julieta? Oh, actually, sorry, Julieta, I'm gonna have to skip you over. We haven't heard from Elena in a little while. Elena, what do you think?
Sorry, I was I wasn't listening. And because I was looking for a great Spanish tutor, because I can't understand why nobody in Spain, none of the students um, have been able to say any great Spanish tutor.
Yeah.
Because yes, it has to be a lot of them, and so I was looking, I was trying to figure out someone, and I, there really are there is nothing. No, there is nobody that we could say at a synonym as traitor.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I'm sure there have been a lot of betrayals in Spanish history. So,
Yeah.
well, sorry, I wasn't listening the last part of
That's
the
okay.
class.
That's fine. It's not a problem at all. Yeah, I was thinking I couldn't think of any famous Spanish traders either, um, which is yeah definitely interesting. But
Yes,
unfortunately, we are out of time.